Alrighty, everybody. It is a grand finals day, so we have donned our Hawaiian shirt, and we are here in the lower bracket semifinal. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Team Sven. On the right, it's going to be Team Hopaka. Well, Team Hopaka will have first pick priority as they are the coin flip winning team. The losing side of Team Sven will have map choice. It got buried a little bit, so I just want to make sure that... Here, I'm just going to repost it right here. I don't care if I'm spamming. Let's see. So we have Team Sven banning out Dragonshire. Team Hopaka will be banning out Infernal Shrines. Map pick number 1, of course, will be Team... did they set those sides wrong? Or did I write this wrong? Let's see. Sorry, hold on. Oh, I did write it wrong. It is Team Sven who have map pick 1. Team Sven. I did write it wrong. My bad. There we go. Adjusted. So either way, we are ready to rock and roll. This is going to be our first map in our first best of 5 of the day. This is lower bracket, meaning that players that are the team that loses the series is knocked out of the tournament, and they will take their respective place. I believe the loser of this takes 4th, then 3rd, then we have the grand final. So yes, loser of this series takes 4th, and no money from the prize pool. I believe 3rd place does get some change, though. 3rd place gets nothing, from my understanding. Okay, so yeah, it's just 1st and 2nd. Splitting the, it's a, how do you phrase that? It's a 70-30 split. There we go. That's the tournament prize pool. 70-30 split. No Meta Madness. Standard Heroes of Storm tournament draft. All that good stuff. We got a little delay on stream, so thank you for all dealing with that. Moody, you're good to see you as well, bud. All right, we've caught you up on everything. We know how we got here. We did not make a mistake on our draft notation. This is going to be, though, Maev Sylvanas banned away by Team Sven. And we do have your Team Hopaka with a Chromie Johanna ban and a Vala first pick. So, possibly leading into that Vala hypercarry direction. Might go into like a double healer. Might be like Uther Ariel. That is something that we have seen in the past. I doubt we'll see like a Morales, but I always like the idea of Morales, you know, stimming a Vala, but it's just we don't see much Morales just because there's better healers out there. Morales does a good job. She's got a great kit, but it's just... There's better healers. Like, would you rather have a Morales or a Rhaegar? I'd rather have a Rhaegar. Murd and Malfurion. We got the MM on the left side for Team Sven. I mean, it's really nice. You have your Stormbolt into Root, which is just a great way to set up some sort of follow-up burst. I'd like to see a Mage, but that's maybe my priority on a draft. What's up, Callie? How you doing, bud? All right, bud. That's enough licking the toes. Good boy. That's enough. Let's just show. But yeah, the Malfurion with the Innervate and stuff like that. That's a very interesting Medivh. Okay. Vala Medivh Blaze. I still think it's just going to be Vala Hypercarry. Like, realistically, they could go... they pick up their healer and a main tank. They could actually pick up a Zarya and a healer, and they could literally just deathball the entire game. That actually could be the playstyle. I doubt that'll be it. That feels like a very big all-in. But granted, it's a best-of-5 series, and an all-in for a map 1 is not a bad idea, because you lose, you still have a couple maps to kind of regain your momentum. Stitches being banned here, I'm not sure if it's a Stitches composition, or if the Medivh is just for mobility and just kind of backline dive. I really, this Medivh is kind of an X-factor, but the Stitches is a safe ban, so I don't blame them for that one. They already have the Malfurion. A Junkrat ban is not bad here for Team Hopaka if they don't plan on taking it, because steel traps around the portals and stuff like that, concussion mines to blast people away. It looks like they'll get rid of the false if they don't want to deal with Gus and stuff. What's up, Desert? Good morning, bud. How you doing today? Alrighty. Boop, 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 ba-doo. So, Murd and Malfurion. As I say, I like to see a mage. I'm a big fan of just like sustained damage dealer, burst mage, solid solo laner. Maybe I'm just an old man with that draft style, and it's just a very simplistic. But we do get a Chen, and there's the Junkrat as well. I like the Junkrat a ton here, as I was mentioning, concussion mine and steel traps around the portals, or even just into rotations and stuff around the objective phase too. So we'll see what the last pick will be on the side of Team Sven. Last 2 picks on the right side. They do need a main tank. They do need a healer. So we could be seeing... Bandit, stop. I've like 2 times I've caught you and you keep going. Stop. Keep just licking those legs. They're clean, dude. They're clean. They were clean an hour ago. They were clean 2 hours ago. Rhaegar and Nubarak will be it, so it is going to be Hyper Carry Vala. A good aggressive composition, though, coming out from Team Hopaka in the end, though. Murden, Malfurion, Chen, Junkrat. Yeah, you don't take those portals. Yeah, you don't take those portals. I still like the idea either... Not sure if I want sustain damage or like a mage.
Ready to roll out.
I think Team Sven has got a crazy good draft. I think Team Sven has got a really good draft here. A lot of really good control around the Medivh. A lot of good displacement for the Sergeant Hammer. This is going to be fun. Get your gambles in, everybody. Sorry, I adjusted some DPI stuff in my mouse for casting today. I want to see if it helps out. Ooh, that's actually a little bit better. It's a little fast, but... On the left-hand side, we're looking at Team Sven for our first best of 5 of the day here on Volskaya Foundry in the Heroes Captains Clash lower bracket semifinal. We got a Banana Malfurion, Suspros on your Sergeant Hammer, a Sven Chen, Azerite Junkrat, and Ducky's going to be your Muradin. Let's crack some skulls. Team Hopaka on the right side. You're going to have a High Wraith Blaze, Ultralisk Medivh, Death Knight on the Rhaegar, Hopaka Captain on that Vala, and Ply is going to be your Nubarak. Let's get into mid lane. We have the level 1s at the bottom of your screen, and we will get into our first skirmish of the game as Sergeant Hammer rolls her way to top lane. Nubarak playing slightly out of vision here. Sergeant Hammer still rolling up into top. Couple mines set up. And starts blasting away. Muradin will start rotating into a denial of a... Oh, this is actually a really good anchor position to deny... Wait, they don't even notice Hammer. They just want Malfurion. Portal from Medivh. Hammer does get some damage, but yeah, Hammer's already backing away. Ooh, that's a little awkward of an interaction early on. Malfurion going down in the mid lane as... Muradin was trying to anchor that rotation, or at least slow down the rotation so that Hammer will get some siege. But it is going to be Advanced Artillery level 1 extra on timers. You've got your Emerald Dreams, Dwarf Block, and Freshest Ingredients for Chen. Vala Farflight Quiver. Sorry, Creed of the Hunter. You've got your Portal Mastery Medivh, Colossal Totem Rhaegar, and Adrenaline Stimpack for Blaze, and the new, I guess it's not really that new, but the updated Regeneration Master for Nubarak. The updated version is now going to be after 25 regeneration globes, you get the 500 health, but still at the it still caps out at 30. So you technically have 2 quests, but as we were mentioning before, it's kind of written backwards. Anyways, it's once again we you know, here's the Storm tooltips, ever so clear always. Yo, Variel, what's up, bud? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Ready for 2 best of 5s and a best of 7. Hammer sets up in top lane. Malfurion, Muradin hanging around here. Good impale comes out from a Nubarak as well. Root for Malfurion around the Hammer just so no one can step up. Ultralisk getting a few more stacks on that baseline Arcane Rift. Nicely done at max range right there. Nubarak will be taking Under King. Portal into the back. Oh my god, the portal angle. I don't think Hammer was anticipating that angle, and it's really not that big of a deal. But it's so early in the morning for me that I'm just in shock because I was like, wow, look at that, it's brilliant. And honestly, it kind of was. Best way to start your holiday. Oh, happy holiday to you. Whether you're going on vacation or if there's actually a holiday, I'm not sure. Impale onto Banana here in mid lane. Malfurion gets a Moonfire out. The regrowth is active onto them. Taps the well on top of it. Lucky takes a couple auto attacks from Vala. Like, it's not even like, it wasn't even that big brain, but I don't know why. It just like, it's so cool to me, the angle that they did that. Alright, well, Control Point A is up and available. Ultralisk will start some channel, but of course, it's going to bird up and that won't continue the channel. We got some spray trade between Death Knight and Ucky. Well, it does look like, oh wait, hold on, Newbreak burrowing into the top lane. The portal's available, but Azerite has the Concussion Mine to blast away. Going into Taster Explosions level 4. You take your birthday off every year? Oh, nice! Happy birthday, bud! Hopefully it's a wonderful day filled with good food, good times, and presents. I don't know. I couldn't think of a third thing. Oh, 40, 50% over to the left-hand side. 7 talent here coming through for both teams. Oh, fishing. Nice. I found out recently that there's like 4 different fish in our lake. And they're basically like 3 different trouts and a salmon. Or no, it's like trout, bass, and salmon. That's it. That's what it is. Well, Azerite in top lane is doing their best to try and dissuade the enemies from pushing in, but a bit of siege will be achieved on that fort front gate. The Triglav Protector #1, or Control Point A, will go over to the side of Team Sven. They get the fort front gate in mid lane, rotate this big bad boy into bottom lane, and are going to get some siege onto the fort front gate here. Maybe a rock. Oh, they already used the Rocket Glove. I was thinking they would get the Rocket Glove, push High Wraith back, and then Sven would get the kill, but I realized that Sven was not very healthy, so that might have been that might have been a bad idea. But honestly, this Triglav is getting tons of value. They open up the mid lane fort front gate. They get some decent damage in bottom. They don't want to stay around the Vala here too long. They could be smashing the Triglav into the fort here, but they don't want to stick around for Vala because Vala can sit there and just get free auto attack stacks on her level 1. So you might be sitting there like, wait, why aren't they just trying to play this more aggressive? Now, with the Sergeant Hammer artillery, that will zone the Vala back, so she won't be able to get that much. But nope, with the Medivh showing up, there's an immediate hyper thruster away. Muradin Chen inside. Rocket Glove misses. Objective phase is over. Jet Propulsion lands from Blaze. Muradin gets the Dwarf Toss out. Sven drinks up a bit of brew. Pops the Elusive Brawler. A quick portal up into mid lane, but it seems like it'll be a fortification camp to be grabbed. Yeah, we have Rainbow Trout here. Rainbow Trout, some sort of bass. Lake bass or something? I don't know. I'm not a fish guy. And then we have the Kokanee salmon, because we do have the salmon run every year up here. Napalm Strike, Twilight Dream, or sorry, Tranquility. We do have Wandering Keg, Riptire, Murdernice. Ooh, it's Ucky though. It's probably going to be Haymaker, let's be honest. Ucky does like their Haymaker plays. Leyline Seal for Medivh. You got a Ancestral Healing on the Rhaegar. There we go. Ancestral Healing, Bunker, Cocoon, Leyline Seal. Vala, is she Strafe? Oh, it's actually Avatar for Muradin, huh? Okay. I was thinking maybe Haymaker, but I guess realistically Haymaker's only going to be one target if everyone's portaling in. I guess you get some displacement and knockback, but they have the Wandering Keg for that, so. Avatar for safety, Rain of Vengeance from the Vala. Wandering Keg will be activated as Chen rolls away, drinks up a bit more brew. We check onto top lane with our Azerite on Junkrat. We'll clear out the siege camp that was pushing up onto the fort front gate. Portaling around, good Stormbolt from Muradin, lands the Piercing Bolt onto Hopaku, who's now trying to vault away. The root from Malfurion, and comes out a little too late. Vala tags the... Uh-oh. Leyline won't connect there. I think Vala tagged the support camp, but I think it was mostly just to keep the hatred up, so as they enter into this top lane, they can just work through the wave really quickly. Goes down. Little Arcane Rift out from Ultralisk. 31 stacks for them. Level 12 on both sides. 2 kills in favor of Team Hopaka as we do have Muradin on the point. Aki has to jump off. There's going to be a burrow charge onto Banana who gets hit with the impale. There's going to be a Rain of Vengeance as well. The Tranquility comes out from Malfurion. Leyline Seal, or sorry, not Leyline Seal. I heard a Rip Tire. Ultra is so very low with 33 stacks, but is able to back away Cocoon onto Muradin. Napalm Strike will clear that out quickly. And Control Point B is opening up soon. Shall we get into some comms, chat?
He's on me.
I'm coming in 1 second.
I just want
I know. Maybe I go on the base here.
this game.
Control it and you can
They might be everyone on here.
Here.
They are new, they are newbies here, actually. At
We
least.
just keep
I'm just gonna keg. I like push up. So troll them.
Oh no.
no,
But they have allies, but
Fine.
allies not.
Yeah, there, he's alone up there. I don't have keg now, so I'm just gonna go back on the base.
I don't have root yet.
Walla is coming here.
I just run.
The portal down.
Just run.
Walla is like here. You see her?
Yeah, get out.
I'm running bot now. Blaze is coming. They want to look up and cold. Can now.
No portal,
Yeah, no.
no root yet.
This is bad.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's on me. We might be on bot. Oh, yeah. They're on the birds. I take arms, I guess.
Name on me.
That's a noob. Just them. They might on top.
Yeah.
Noob is still bottom side.
I'm gonna look through it. I don't think they're on it, but
Yeah.
maybe just take it.
Noob mid.
Maybe hammer with me and rest top.
Yeah, sure.
I'm yanking their turret. I can come and help top after. I guess you're finding us.
It's here. Try the cocoon.
Okay, I'm gonna go top and help.
They are forcing. He has no spells on a noob yet.
I'm behind them with keg. They see me. Oh,
Nice.
fuck, I clicked.
Alright, it's good. They had to use spot on.
Monster diff. If I had it already, I smurfed that. They're still gonna look. I'm gonna AFK here. They're gonna go again.
Looking top.
Not as far.
Let them walk to the fort, I think. So I can keg here. I go on the deep flank.
They might be looking for me.
The portal.
Portals.
So many just the comms there for just Sven. He was just it was so sad that he didn't get the Wandering Keg activation because it is unstoppable, so it would have mitigated the cocoon that was coming through. But a fight in bottom lane will break out. Sergeant Hammer is the one to go down. The Leyline Seal comes out. There is going to be Regeneration Master partially finished by a Nubrak as Hammer and Chen do go down. It was looking good actually for the initial fight, but oof. Bird inside the cocoon. Impale. He's got Avatar active. Malfurion's going to be getting the Nature's Cure. Portal set up. Raven Familiar. Banana's the target. Leyline Seal. Temporal Flux is what gives that extra cooldown, and another member lost here. Team Hopaka with 5-0 in kills. They start working on bottom lane keep front gate. This should not be game ending, but they should be able to confirm keep, back away, go for objective, maybe roll objective in through bottom lane and try and end with control point B Triglove. I don't think that's very common, but Junkrat with some flank grenades. The portal set up. Azerite does get the displacement with a concussion mine, but no one else followed up with that. Oh, Medivh. Medivh just got rolled down. Okay. Well then. Junkrat heads to top lane with his Ripper Air, level 13. Endless Nades, 16. We've got our 20 Talonteers coming through very soon. We're going to go ahead and cycle through the numbers again for all of you for any stats that you're looking to see.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
Mid fort has gone down. Looks like Team Sven will try and get the top lane fort here as well.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
The Dwarf tosses in, looks for the Stormbolt. No connection onto the Anubrak. He does have a healing Bodic emitter, excuse me. We'll put that down on the ground. Cocoon onto Malfurion. Ancestor Healing will connect onto that Anubrak, and Ucky has to back away with a Dwarf toss. Bottom lane wave pushing up onto the fort over here, but it is going to be thinned out. Should be pushed back. Still no contest over control point B realistically. 0% on both sides. Chen with the flying kick in. Enough to share level 13. All right, it's just the race to 20 talents here this time. Another fortification camp to be grabbed. Maybe a contest over the biocommitter as well. I'll just clears out a couple of those mines from Sergeant Hammer. And we can call it maybe quarter level difference. Blaze taking safe rotations down to bottom lane. Might be a setup. Yeah, Nubrak keeps setting up in this little corridor here, so Ucky will check with a Stormbolt. Nicely done right there. Steel Trap will be set up as well. It's the slow experience garnered for level 20 here. Wandering Keg looking to push Vol to the side. Doesn't get the displacement they're hoping for. And they give it up immediately. That's a safe call right there. Portal is set up by Medivh, looking to just jump down below for a wraparound engagement. No, they're just going to go ahead and pressure onto bottom lane keep with the 20 talent tier advantage for the time being. Fireflight Quiver, Medivh cheats, Farseer's Blessing, Burn Notice for Blaze, and a rewind for a Nubrak as bottom keep is going to go down. Leyline Seal goes out, but it is going to be mistimed by that Vala Rain of Vengeance. Malfurion Tranquility will be active. And no kill, but the keep will be lost. Murden Dwarf tosses in, looking for the Stormbolt connection. Rewind activation by Ucky gets that secondary Stormbolt. Can they take down a Nubrak? He's going to try and burrow charge, but it's going to be canceled early. The Wandering Keg up against the wall. Leyline Seal onto 3 with the Medivh cheats. Does delay things out. The Farseer's Blessing coming through onto a Nubrak. Murden Dwarf tossing the backline. The jump propulsion from Blaze is pretty good. Here comes an Nubrak burrow. Chen with the Purifying Brew level 20 cannot be purified enough. And he does go down. Now Rhaegar lunging in. Looks to chase in. Gets a quick chain heal. Portal from Medivh. Blaze gets hit with a nice Stormbolt from Muradin. As I heard the jet propulsion wind up. Cannonballs for Junkrat. Ultra Capacitors. Serenity. Purifying Brew and Rewind for Muradin. As Team Opaka are trying to push for core, but this is going to be difficult with Hammer and Junkrat. They get the Leyline Seal onto Hammer. Unable to follow up into her immediately, but they are able to jump onto Ucky, who gets the Dwarf Toss over the wall. That's going to be Hammer. Self-cleanse with the Siege Tactics level 4. And the defense, the hold is good. Chen, dead for 20 seconds. And this will be the call to disengage from Team Holpaka. Really good hold from Team Sven there. What's up, Cass? How you doing, bud? A noob just won't die due to a raid boss. Well, the issue is that Team Sven won't go buy a can of raid, because if you do that... Is raid a thing outside of the United States? That joke might not hit with everyone. Alright, still a 5-kill difference favoring the members of Team Opaka. 96 stacks for your level 4 Junkrat, 126 for the Vala. Who died? It was Medivh, right, but Medivh died after he got his stacks done, that's right. Nubrak is fully done on Regeneration Master. Concussion Mine maneuvers Azerite to safety. Stormbolt into a Nubrak. Leyline Seal onto 3. No follow. Oh, there's a burrow charge follow-up. Wonder and Keg to be pushed in. There's going to be a Tranquility from Malfurion as well as a rewind from Anubarak. Here comes the Riptire of Junkrat looking for a good target. Anubarak is going to be able to burrow charge up into the top lane to safety, and a few more cannonballs to be fired out. Group comes down. Emerald Dreams will trigger onto that Anubarak. Avatar will be activated by Ucky. Dwarf toss to the side. Leyline Seal. Medivh cheats, gets 2. You might be sitting there saying, how on the earth is an 80-second cooldown activating so often, the level 16? Jet propulsion is huge. Hammer goes down. The Ancestral is great. Is that enough to end? Ooh, Chen almost gets the kill on Navala. Force of Will. And Chen has to roll away. Burrow charge re-initiation from Anubarak. Mid-fork goes down. Anubarak finally falls. Someone finally got a can of Raid for that giant bug. Catapults will scratch the shielding. That's all they'll be able to achieve right there. We do have top lane camp with Catapult pushing on up a little bit. We do have your Blaze working on bottom right camp. Actually got that and Hearth out. 136 stacks for your Junkrat. He's almost done with Taster Explosions, which we don't like ever see, which is kind of cool. Actually, you know what? This year I've noticed a couple more Junkrats finishing that out. So maybe it's becoming more popular. Maybe I'm just finding players that, you know, they play it more consistently and they're able to get it done. I do notice it a lot in Heroes Lounge, like Division, like 2, 3, maybe 4. It's been a great season of Heroes Lounge, by the way. NGS is starting up as well. There's another tournament, by the way, that got announced by Ravencourt yesterday. We'll talk about it when we have downtime between games. Control Point B, almost 20 minutes in, being contested now. We're just kind of waiting around to see what the engagement will be and what starts it. Junkrat checking with a few cannonballs. Muradin puts a foot onto the point. We'll start channeling. Oh, they're just going to try and backdoor this. Or are they? Purifying Brew. Flying kick to the side to get to safety by the keep front gate. A few enemies are still maneuvering in towards bottom lane. They'll jump through the portal. Vala's going for it, or is she? Oh, uh-oh, Vala. Oh, okay. There's still allies around. I was like, wait a minute. Is Chen going to get a flying kick, wandering keg displacement? Top lane wave is crashing onto that key front gate, and it's looking pretty hefty there. Stormbolt connects into Vala. Gets a little bit of a stun onto her, but that will be all that's found. As I mentioned, that top lane wave pushing in. Impale and onto Muradin, misses the Stormbolt, just trying to slow him down. $45 to 17% on this objective fate. This is a long map number 1. Not really, it's only 21 minutes, but man, I don't know, Volskaya feels like it just goes so slow. 172 stacks for Vala. Flying kick in from Chen. Looking for the Vala. Big burrow charge from Anubarak. He's going to get pushed further away. Leyline Seal from Medivh. I think, yeah, finds the Sergeant Hammer. Rain of Vengeance will time out. Another Rain of Vengeance out onto Muradin. Ancestor healing onto this Anubarak as he's full HP. And the skirmish is just a lot of traded blows with no one actually going down. Another portal set up on the low side. They're going to try and find Junkrat. The jet propulsion is going to be good. The flying kick in from Chen. Cocoon onto Malfurion. The odd-angled portals are seemingly working out. Bottom lane wave is crashing onto the core. Are they going to call for core now, or are they going to go for Triglove? It's Junkrat dead for 46. Just going to work on mid lane. Vala at max hatred does outrange structures, so Fireflight Quiver helping out with this just slow siege onto the keep front gate. Only in Dota and League of Legends, but even then, Dota and League of Legends are a lot shorter these days. League for sure. Dota still Dota's still probably our longest MOBA of the three. Another burrow charge comes in from a Nubrak into the Impale. The jet propulsion's good. Sergeant Hammer will go down. Tranquility from Malfearon's activated, but this might be the rundown from Vala. A few more auto attacks. She does have Manticore level 16, and that'll be Malfearon picked off as well. Jet propulsion finds purchase into Sven. Chen with the elusive brawler is going to get picked off too. Junkrat just respawning. Portal down towards the low side of the lane. And Team Hopaka with their Medivh. Looks like they will be able to... Oh, they're going for the Finland. They're going to Northern Europe as Junkrat Concussion Mine does activate. Oil Slick down on the ground. Another Oil Slick. Man, they really want this. Well, that is a way to start a best-of-5 series in the lower bracket semifinal. GG, well played. Team Hopaka. They will find victory here. Well then. Well then. What a game, dude. $78,000 self-healing and shielding of Chen. Jesus, dude, that's so much. Did a Nubrak go leeching scarabs as well? No, he didn't. Okay, but he had Regeneration Master level 1. I was like, man, he had so much health. Welcome back, everybody. We are here on the left-hand side of... Or sorry, we're here on Garden of Terror. The left-hand side will be Team Sven. On the right side, it is going to be your Team Hopaka up in this best-of-5 series. All right, to go back to a longer break. There's a lot of things with it, but yeah. She's doing all right, though. She's doing all right, though. You know, life is difficult. You got a tippy-toe. Some of us can just sprint through issues. Some of us got a tippy-toe. Alright, so Garden of Terror. So as a reminder, this is the standard style of Heroes of Storm, so there are no... Like, Medivh can be played again. Sergeant Hammer can be played again. We have a Lucio Maev ban. This is, by the way, going to be the map choice of Team Sven, the losing team. So we'll see Team Hopaka going in for first pick priority. There is your Twitch prediction for Garden of Terror. As we are going to get a Chromie ban. Chromie has been dang near permabanned in this tournament. I'm not too surprised by the Medivh ban there. I really am not. I'm really not surprised by this Medivh ban. But it is going to be a first pick Sylvanas, and memory serves correct, Hopaka's got a really good Sylvanas in their kit, if you will. So what's the secret sauce for Garden of Terror? Vikings are available. Abathur, Samuro's available. Sven does have a really good Samuro, does play Vikings as well. I'm pretty sure there's an Abathur player. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an Abathur player on the side of Team Sven. Dahaka Rhaegar as a 1-2 start doesn't show anything of their direction outside of, hey, we have a global, and hey, we've got an S-tier healer with a baseline cleanse at 60 seconds. Let's see. With the Sylvanas, they'll pair in a Blaze, maybe grab their healer here as well, and then they can flex their tank in whatever they want. So they'll flex their tank and then whatever they want in those last two spots. For Garden of Terror, ban-wise, you could, like, so if you're building a dive composition, you could consider getting rid of Garrosh here. Though it does kind of seem like Team Hopaka are the ones building the dive, so maybe you want to ban out, like Johanna or something like that, and then force them into like a Diablo dive situation, and then you are the ones who pick up the Garrosh. That's not a bad idea for Team Sven. So this, like, Team Hopaka, they want to ban though. I don't think Muradin will draw a ban. Azerite could maybe draw a ban with their Vala, possibly. Vala's not bad here. Falstead's not a bad ban either. They could just ban Vikings for safety, just to get rid of it from Sven, or the Samara, but the Falstaff's not bad. You get rid of the double global. Falstaff can solo camps really easily. His wave clear is pretty decent as well. As we get into the latter half, though, I still like the idea of this being a control composition. Maybe you go into, like, Garrosh Junkrat. Could potentially angle into, like, a Stitches Junkrat as well, if they want to go for that. Unfortunately, Imperius saw the most minute nerf on Celestial Charge level 1, and now no one plays him. That's just the, you know, that's just the meta of things, is that Imperius saw the most minute nerf on Celestial Charge, and everyone's like, he's worthless. No one should play him. It's all heresy. And I'm not the one saying that either. I'm not the only one saying it. Let me phrase it that way. Stabby Daddy enthusiast Chess Looter would agree with me. And Chess Looter is probably one of the best Stabby Daddies I know. Arthas Malthael will be grabbed. Alright, so you have a lot of attack damage, attack speed control with the Arthas. You got Howling Blast setups as well. I feel like they should just honestly go for like a Vala and just outrange the Arthas and just burn him. What's up, Saddle? Good morning, bud. I feel like a Vala would slot in with this composition pretty well. Greymane works too. The issue with Greymane is that some of your Worgen value is mitigated here. Now, yeah, Cursed Bullet is pretty good. This actually might just be a Fuzzy Rainer. But at that point, like, why not just take why not just take Armored Rainer or Tychus? Like, like, I feel like Tychus, Rainer, Vala could have been better than Greymane, because I feel like Greymane is slightly neutered by the fact that Arthas is E. So has Arthas gotten buffs? In the most recent patch, I don't believe so. He did have some Death Coil buffs, but he's been seeing more and more play as of late because, as I say, like, one, the attack speed debuff, the Howling Blasts are good, Syndragosa is a good siege tool, Army of the Dead's good sustainability if you need it, but Syndragosa wins games. It's also the other thing to mention, too, is that Heroes of the Storm tournaments go through waves of hero priorities. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's introduce the players, then I can talk about what I mean. Dahaka on the side of Team Sven will be played by the captain, Sven. Banana on the Rhaegar, Azerite, Greymane. You've got a Cesabros on your Thrall, and Uki's going to be on the Muradin. Right side of the map will be your team in the lead with Hopaka, the captain, on Sylvanas. Death Knight Malfurion in play is going to be your Arthas. You've got a High Wraith, Blaze, and Ultralisk Malthael. Last tournament, the first 2 days of the tournament, Raynor was literally like top 3 priority in drafts. He didn't see many bans, but he literally it was like 100% play the first weekend. The following weekend and the rest of the tournament, Raynor saw literally 0 play. There was a tournament day last weekend where tournament weekend where Malfurion saw like insane priority. Like it was like 8 out of 9 games he was played, and 7 out of 8 games he won or something like that. But then there was another series yesterday that saw 0 Malfurion priority at all. So there's meta waves and stuff. It also comes down to the tank players, like certain players like certain heroes, for example. I think Playa does play a lot of Mal'Ganis, which did draw some target bans yesterday. There's going to be a drag from the Dahaka and the Brushtalk in the bottom lane, but Arthas, that E is so good. If you might be like, Bahamut, I don't play a lot of Arthas. Can you explain for everyone else, not just me? Yeah, I got you, don't worry. So Frozen Tempest, which is the E, the AoE around him, deal 43 damage per second to nearby enemies, slow their movement speed. God dang it, cancel it. Slow their movement speed by 10 per second, stack up to 40. Heroes also have their attack speed slowed by 10, up to, I think, 40 as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, up to 40 as well. And the effects last for 1.5 seconds. You can go into the Frozen Wastes at level 4, and that increases that duration from 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. And as chat was, and as someone in chat was saying as well, Dahaka, very auto-attack based. Thrall, auto-attack based. Greymane, in Worgen form, melee auto-attack base, but Arthas can step up into the range form and start slowing that attack speed, movement speed. So that is why Arthas is really, really, really good here. Also, I think Playa just enjoys playing the hero too. You don't see much Anubrak, you don't see a ton of Anubrak, but if you see Masquerade, you can be willing to bet you'll see an Anubrak in that series.
Which of you would rather go first?
So that's, I mean, it's you know, there's meta, stuff like that. Yo, forget what, good to see you, bud. I hope you and the family are doing well. We're just talking about some little meta of the Heroes of the Storm. Rhaegar does invade this camp, and it looks like with the allies around, they will be able to steal it away. It is 5-4 currently in our experience, with 1 kill advantage on the left-hand side. A Howling Blast into a Jet Propulsion will find purchase, and the members of Team Hopaka do find their first kill.
I would so hate to not be the first to harvest a knife.
Dishwasher is being fickle, not working. Oh, gosh. The quintessential dad thing. Fixing the dishwasher. I can't tell you how many times my dad's fixed our dishwasher at their house. He's like, I ordered this one part, and now it works. And then 6 months later, he's like, I gotta order a new part. Howling Blast. There's gonna be that slow onto this Thrall. He's just trying to back away. It is gonna be a Death Coil build for the Arthas. He's not gonna go Frozen Waste level 4. I mean, he went into Rhyme level 1. Damage over time on Azerite. Damage over time. Damage over time. 3, 7. Oh my god. Azerite gets the well tap just in time. The damage over time won't be enough. And Greymane Hearth's out for full. We do have a Haunting Wave connecting on. Oh no! Hopaka jumps in. The Stormbolt misses. And Hopaka is able to back away. Break the wrist, walk away. And Thrall's level 4 stacks, whatever he may have had, were reduced down to 0, but he got 1 as he was dying, so... Wizened Duelist. It is going to be Insatiable as well. We got Nano Machine Coating for the Blaze. Arthas will be going into Icebound Fortitude, so you activate with a 35-second cooldown. Activate to gain 25 armor, reducing damage taken by 25%, and reduce the damage of stun. Reduce the duration of stun, slows roots against Arthas by 75% for 3 seconds. Small drag into High Wraith. Hopaka has some nice sustained damage into Uki, forces the Dwarf Toss away. We got our 10 Talonteers coming through soon, so let's cycle through those other numbers like we always do. Oh wow, you guys are doing great on gambles today. I haven't even been paying attention to it. Nicely done. Jet Propulsion to try and create some space for Hopaka to back off. I mean, if you're gonna take it apart and have to do work on it, yeah, and if it's a $20 part, you might as well. Worst case scenario, you return the part or you're out 20 bucks. You're not, you know, I'd rather spend 20 bucks and try and fix it than either hire someone or buy a whole new dishwasher. You love Arthas, you hope he becomes meta. Well, the best way to make a hero meta is to play them in your own games, and I don't even mean that like ironically. Be the change you want to see in the Nexus. Arthas will be Haymaker to the side. Isolation does land. Muradin will chase after. And it looks like, oh, the Stormbolt misses. Arthas gets the mount, but here comes Thrall. He's going to head him off at the pass. Arthas is going to activate his Frozen Tempest, and they don't get the counter kill onto Dahaka. Haymaker for Muradin. Uki, as I mentioned, does like... See, it's like what I said earlier about you see Masquerade, you're probably going to see an Anubrak, because he does like to play that. It's like you see Uki, it's not uncommon to see Haymaker. Just like if you see Porky, it's not uncommon to see Haymaker as well. You know, there's some tanks that really do well with, I guess you could say, non-meta picks and plays. Ancestral, Curse Bullet, Sundering, and Isolation. You got the Tranquility, Bunker, Lacerates, Wailing Arrow, and Arthas. I hope it's Sindragosa. He might go into Army of the Dead, but I don't know if Playa needs the extra sustainability. Did go Death Coil level 4. No Death Coil level 7. Wanted that Icebound Fortitude as we talked about earlier. Howling Blast misses. Thrall gets a little Chain Lightning activation. Does have Rolling Thunder level 1. Dahaka coming up with the brush talk. There's a wailing here onto Muradin. The Sundering comes out from Thrall. The Dahaka lands to drag. The Ancestral Healing will be good. On to, I believe, the Muradin. The Howling Blast will miss. There's an isolation of the Malthael, and he does get taken down. Sindragosa in the fight for a big slow as the Malfurion Tranquility does heal up the allies. And Sindragosa is pretty much the end of that engagement. 1 out of 3 tribute points on both sides, or seeds on both sides. As we see Thrall pushing up top lane. Lands another root. 1 stack away. Now, the fun thing about the level 4 for Thrall, I guess on the watching side, if he misses the next Frostwolf onto an enemy hero, he loses all of his current stackage. And he gets it.
Shouldn't you be gathering that?
Alrighty, 8 Wisdom Duelist stacks for your Greymane. Level 13 about to come through as well. Dahaka gets the channel. High Wraith might have 1 delay with Twin Flames. I think Sven may have seen them hugging that side of the wall. And it looks like it's given for the time being. Ultralist probably gets this unless Ucky has a Stormbolt in time. Drag misses. Wait, really? Unfettered Assault? Really? Huh. Into the Arthas, I wasn't expecting this to be a Worgen-based Greymane. I mean, the Wisdom Duelist was kind of like, are they going Worgen build? Because, like, the Wisdom Duelist does have value in the human form as well, but it's just the Arthas Frozen Waste can be, or Frozen Tempest can be such a hindrance to Greymane, but Azurite doesn't seem to care at all, so we'll see how it all works out for them in the end. I don't think it's like, oh my god, you can't do it, but it's a little surprising. I would have thought they would have gone into, like, Quicksilver Bullets or something like that. Because Quicksilver Bullets, I believe, gives you the 1.1 range increase. So you would be more of a Fuzzy Rainer. Oh, wait, no. I'm silly. Quicksilver Bolts is at 7. I mean, realistically, what are your options if you think about it? Increase the Dark Flight on the Prowl movement speed. I guess movement speed wouldn't be too bad. Could mitigate some of the Arthas, so you don't be having a 10% movement speed debuff while at max. Huh? Ultralist trying to go for the channel. If they get this, we're going to jump into whole pocket comms, and here we go.
I will catch
Be
bottom.
careful on bottom. Nearly.
It's on me. Look coming.
No.
You're rooted.
Yeah, with the Burrow.
I'm missing on the fox.
It's fine.
I have disable.
I win these type of fights.
Ragnar slowed.
I have root again. Probably no Q. There's no burrow for
Raka
the
might take, he might take. He just left with my
Completely fine.
screen.
I destroyed him.
Ah, he's still top.
Just
Run, bot.
pushing, I guess.
What's it
yeah.
doing? No?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
go bot.
I'm hitting this guy. Oh,
Open the wall, please. Okay.
maybe a bit over you, but
Okay.
why does he have Haymaker? Fuck.
Maybe I'm in trouble.
I think we just do this together.
Yes, I think so as well.
You should come with this. Like, very fast, if possible.
Oh, I think it's about no? I think it's about this.
We wait for Blaze, we wait. And they have 16.
I guess we don't fight it.
We chill. We're missing a lot of soak.
All right. Well, towards the end there, there wasn't as much that we could glean from them. Worgen build has Alpha Killer though. Yes, indeed it does. But Arthas has the ability to make it so that 40% Greymane's attack speed is reduced by 40%. So it's hard to get that sustained percent-based damage when you're dealing 40% less attack. Well, I guess dealing 40% less attacks. There we go. God, I can't talk today. We'll get there. We'll get a couple T's in us, and we'll be good. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing how the Greymane slots in against the Arthas. Arthas was notoriously be considered like the Greymane counter. Sylvanas will manage bottom lane. We got Siege Giants pushing in through mid lane near the Keep Front Gate. We got 16 towns here, almost here on the right side. Murden Dwarf tossing in, looking for a haymaker angle. Howling Blast misses.
It will sprout before you know it.
Alright. Moonlit Harmony, you've got your Mortality for Malthael. It's going to be your Thermal Protection. Will of the Forsaken for Sylvanas and Arthas. He did pick up the Biting Cold, so each second the enemy is damaged by Frozen Tempest, it deals 12.5% bonus damage up to 50%. And this is the Embrace Death level 16 for the Arthas. Death Coil deals more damage and heals more the lower Arthas' current health is, to a max of 100% bonus and healing. Left side camp is being worked on. Malthael throws a Shade out. Twin Flames from Blaze as well. Be working on that's a good Howling Blast onto Murden. That's a huge Curse Bullet. The Sunrun comes out from Thrall, interrupting Malfurion. He's going to be able to get a regrowth. Is there a Tranquility activation? Yes, indeed. The Syndra goes to the chase in. There's going to be Ucky trying to back away. Malthael putting some pressure onto the Sahaka. Lacerates used after the burrow. Arthas is getting low, but he's fine, of course. Sylvanas comes in. A root from Thrall slows down the advances. And the Seed to be grabbed by the Blaze. Now, Siege Giants in top lane may take down the fort, but I think with the Black Arrows active, this is very big commitment to take down the keep bottom lane. I'm getting deja vu from map number 1. The Haymaker into the wall. High Wraith gets chunked by the Cursed Bullet and is taken down. This is going to be Siege completely interrupted. Now Ucky on the chase with the friends. There is going to be some decent value as Arthas steps back in with the Howling Blast and Frozen Tempest. Forces the Murd into Dwarf Toss back. Greymane lunges in once again. Thrall lands a good root. There's going to be a Will of the Forsaken from Sylvanas. Allows her to get that movement speed and self-cleanse. Top lane Siege Giants, as I mentioned, push through that fort. And they're going to be on the keep front gate for the time being. Everybody's mounted. Retreat coming out from the side of Team Hopaka. Murden tries to Dwarf launch in with the level 16. And is unable to close the distance, but this is going to be invade onto the camp. Arthas here with his Frozen Tempest active. Murden looks to step in. The Haymaker will be activated. Haunting Wave in. There's going to be a root from Malfurion. The camp is stolen away. Death Knight is able to angle down. There's a good drag onto the Arthas. We do have Malthael taken down. Curse Bullet, Wildfire Purchase into the Arthas. The isolation is pretty good as well. The root from the Thrall comes through. And Greymane and Rhaegar find fatal damage here in this bottom lane chase. Man. Ooh, Aki with the Storm Bolt. That was just half a second too late. Totem to eat a few shots here. Going to be replaced a little bit further away to maybe pull shots onto the minion wave faster. But no, they'll be able to get this. Minion wave is here. Siege Giant worked on by Sylvanas ever so slightly. And bottom lane fort does go down. The level 20 gap is massive right now. Look at this. 8,000 experience has been lost from minions. You might be like, oh, Bahamut, it's probably from the 4-kill difference. I mean, yeah, that's about 2,700. But yeah, the minion, the mercenaries, I mean, it's a 9,000 difference. Yeah, passive is better, structure is better, but oof, that gap is massive. Oopsies. Contagion, Farseer's Blessing, Rewind. You're going to be seeing Tooth and Claw, if I'm not mistaken. Worgen basic attacks cleave for 100% of the damage, and Razor Swipe damage is increased by 100%. We actually have the World Breaker for Thrall. Back in my day, you could cast World Breaker from your Hall of the Storms, and it would go to the enemy Hall of the Storms. Truly a World Breaker. I honestly miss that. I honestly miss that. What I don't miss is Diablo's old sad Fire Stomp. That can be forgotten. Top lane keep is gonna be taken down, and I mean realistically, wait, are they just ending? Are they just like, we have 20s, let's end? It does seem like that. No, they're just trying to pull backs. And they will get the backs, but the camp does go over to the side of Team Hopaka for bottom lane, a little more experience. Dahaka should get objective here. Garden, I mean, top lane is pushed up really far. This might be a game-winning Garden Terror phase. Sundering from Thrall finds the Arthas. The root is good. The Curse Bullet as well. The Haunting Wave. Arthas trying to back away. Is able to get out with a few hundred HP. Massive bottom lane wave is stacking up onto the keep here. Blaze trying to get 20 through top. He will be able to do so. Cleanse onto Malthael. Shade gets thrown out. Syndragosa for the interrupt. It is going to be your upgrade for Tranquility with the Serenity. Anti-Magic Shell for the Arthas. You've got your No One Can Stop Death, as well as the Burn Notice Blaze. The Ancestral Healing connects onto Azurite with the Ancestral. Far for your Seer's Blessing. Sundering from Thrall. Once again, the bunker comes down. There's a drag onto Malthael. He gets deleted by the Thrall. Dahaka gets traded, though, in the end. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze does not find purchase, as we do have a Earth Grasp Totem, and Blaze gets punished for missing the stun. Bottom lane wave did find the keep, and delaying out this objective phase is yielding a camp on core. And it looks like Ucky has to throw the Stormbolt back. They have to go back and defend and give up this. Wow, I really thought it was going to be Garden Terror, but great defense from Team Hopaka. And the core over here will lose a little bit of shielding. That'll be regen, obviously, and that's that. But yes, the Anti-Magic Shell for the Arthas, 60-second cooldown activate to make Arthas immune to spell damage for 4 seconds and heal Arthas for 25% of the damage dealt. Haymaker from Erdin pushes Arthas into the mid lane. We will see Malthael taken down, and he used No One Can Stop Death. That's an 80-second death timer right now. Oof. And I think Ucky is making an aggressive call, and I think this is the right thing to do. Yeah. Invade. Your Dahaka's about to be back up. He should have brush talk. He does indeed. So if he's needed, he can brush talk. If not, he just meanders to bottom lane, clears things out. We might see a really good reversal. I mean, this map number 2 has been such back and forth. First bullet, good on to Hopaka. No follow-up as Sylvanas is a little too far away. Siege Giants are grabbed here. Top lane wave pushed up a bit. Blaze gonna go take care of that. This should be Garden Terror over to the side of Team Sven. And maybe victory on this map? Yeah, Banana has the channel. Ucky pulls the sappers. Azurite finishes out of camp just in time. Garden Terror in top lane is pretty far pushed up. They'll be the first one to be cleared away, then into mid, then probably bottom. Sundering is really good into High Wraith. Forces the bunker. The bunker is destroyed. The rewind is activated. The Jet Propulsion is good. Malfear and Tranquility. The Ancestor Healing from Rhaegar. And Greymane gets that kill into this Blaze. They take down Malfurion as well. A Wailing Earth from Sylvanas is massive here. Greymane does fall. Last rites on the Banana. They fall as well. Garden Terror currently on core through the top lane, pretty hardy. Sundering comes out. Arthas was traded. Drag misses. Malthael throws a shade out. Hopaka low 1 auto will not be taken down, but Garden Terror in the top lane is cleared away. Malthael gets picked off. 63 seconds on his death timer. Does he have buyback or anywhere close to it? He's got, what, 13 seconds, so he can actually buy back in if Sylvanas can 1v3 defend. Oh, no. Just like that, it's going to be a map number 2 over to the side of Team Sven. GG, well played. Those are enough. I have to be honest, Haymaker. Haymaker. Can we talk about Haymaker here? Can we talk about Haymaker here? Because Ucky Haymaker, I honestly think, made a really big difference. So many displacements onto key heroes during team fights. I really do think that Haymaker was the playmaker in this game. It wasn't the only thing, but it was probably... It was a big turning moment in a lot of little engagements. But nicely done. We'll pay out the people. We'll go ahead and roll out some ads. We are 2 subs away from Treats for Bandit, which is also 469. Isn't that nice? Would you like to be number 469? Help us hit that sub goal if you have the availability. Otherwise, we'll roll the ads and we'll see you after the... We'll see you in map number 3. Welcome in, everybody. We are here ready to rock, roll, and kick off map 3 of this best of 5 series in the lower bracket semifinal of the Heroes Captains Clash EU. My name is Bahamut, in case you have forgotten, and on the left side will be Team Sven. On the right side will be Team Hopaka, and we are going to be having a standard Heroes of Storm tournament draft. We're going to be seeing a Maiev ban, we're going to see a Lucio ban, we're going to see a Chromie ban, and we'll see a Medivh ban. That's my prediction. To this day, Bahamut does the same thing with beer bottle. What's up, Fluffy? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. No, I don't do that. Only with cans. So we have a Lucio Maya ban. It's just like these have been like pretty much the standard bans in this matchup here. So another Medivh ban. This is probably a Chromie ban unless they want to play against it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, close.
We can make drafts more fun with jump scares.
You know what? You almost got me, but I happened to literally just be looking over at Twitch chat that moment. At least it worked for once, forget what. Thank you for the tier 2 for 39 months. Holy jeez. Thank you, bud, for 39 months of tier 2 support. That's awesome of you. 2 raffle tickets in the Baja Ross giveaway for you. All right, let's see what we got going on right now. We have a first pick Vala, Azerite. Now, a while ago, I casted Azerite playing Vala on, I don't know if it was Battlefield or Infernal, it was one of those two. Azerite finished Creed of the Hunter stacks at like 12 minutes. 300 Creed of the Hunter stacks at like 12 minutes. Someone has to do the math on that one, but that's, honestly, that's bonkers. I was anticipating a hypercarry Vala, but it's Vala, Samuro, Uther. So it's literally the team Sven's like, okay, we're just going to try and guarantee a win. I mean, Sven Samuro is a hard thing for me to vote against. Sven Samuro is really, really good in my opinion. Azerite Vala, amazing. Uki Uther, I actually don't know if I've seen a ton of it, but I would be trusting Uki on Uther. We get into the mid-ban phase. This is, by the way, going to be Sylvanas and Chen, which High Wraith Chen is great. Alpaca Sylvanas is really good, as we saw on the last map. This will be a ban onto Varian. I mean, Shattering Throw is really good, but they're not going to Phoenix, are they? I don't think so. I think they just want to get rid of the charge taunt potential. Yeah, I like Uther tank. I do think that I would I would like to see a second healer. It doesn't need to be like a main healer like Rhaegar, Malfurion, Ariel. It could be like I wouldn't call him like a substitute healer, but like Karazim, a damage healer, I guess you could say. I think Karazim would work out really good. You get cleansing dashes, which will be really helpful. His block totem is fantastic as well. You get more race potential, good mobility, movement speed augments. We're going to see what ends up happening, though, because I have this weird gut feeling there's going to be an Abathur. I don't know why. I have this weird gut feeling about an Abathur. I don't think it's going to be true, though. Maybe not a Karazim anymore. Not with a Garrosh. If anything, maybe you want the Ariel for, like, Detainment Strike. Ana wouldn't be bad. For Sleep Dart, you can go Eye of Horus. You don't need to go Nano Boost. I still like the idea of a secondary healer. Granted, they don't have to. There is some decent sustainability with Vala, with Tempered by Discipline. You've got Samuro. Does Samuro actually have self-heal off of autos? Where are my silly Samuros in chat? Does anyone know? I actually don't know if Samuro has any healing attack-based stuff. I don't think so. No Malfurion, we all lose. Thrall Muradin will be the last 2 picks on the left-hand side. Thrall seeing a ton of value. Tons of Thrall value. And if you go back one tournament, Thrall did not see this much priority. So once again, this continues our conversation about, like, hero meta priority characters. That's just a pocket pick for Ultralisk right there. Man, this is a really difficult draft because Hopaka and Ultralisk have bonker good heroes. You do have Azerite and Sven on some top tier heroes of their own, kits and stuff like that. Uki back on Muradin, a Banana Uther. This is gonna be a really good match. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't think so either, Ninja. I just can't remember. Yeah, the Windwalk heal. That's right. He has Windwalk heal. That's right. That's right. That's what I was. He's got something, man. I'm blanking. Oh, that just tells me I need more tea. That just tells me I need more tea. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Had a really good D&D day yesterday. Had a great time with friends. I got some mildly good sleep. And we got Heroes of Storm. Whee! In front of us. All right, let's go. Team Holpaka on the right-hand side of Battlefield of Eternity. By the way, this is their map choice. High Wraith on your Chen. You've got a play Garrosh, Death the Knight, Deckard Cain. Holpaka will be your Sylvanas once again, and Ultralisk on the very happy man, Alley Cat.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Left side of the battlefield, or left side of the heavens. There we go. We got Team Sven with their captain on Samuro. Uki back on Muradin. Cesperos will be playing your Thrall. We've got an Azurite Vala. Banana will be your Uther. And we head into bottom for our first engagement, but it looks like Samuro Thrall will put some pressure into top. Muradin floating between the two lanes, figuring out where he wants to go. Gonna head back to bottom. Stun into Ultralisk, Stormbolt as well. Unfortunately, unable to find fatal damage into Ultralisk. It is going to be your Might of the Banshee Queen for the Sylvanas. You do have your extended lightning for the Alarak. Good stun onto the Garrosh right there. Sapphire, Deckard Cain, which increase. So Harajuku Q baseline slow is 35%. This increases it by 30 to the enemies afflicted, so you have a 65% slow. And is it... It's a 3.5 second duration, right? On Harajuk? 2 second duration. Freshest ingredients, Chen, and unrivaled strength for Garrosh. You've got your Q build Vala, so it's not going to be Kree to the Hunter. Going to be going into Hungering Arrow, but 1 minute in, already 4 stacks. We'll see what Azurite gets to at the end of the game here. We will see your Wave Illusion for Samuro, Rolling Thunder on the Thrall. Muradin will pick up his 3rd win, level 1, and Silver Touch for the Uther, as we have just been kind of talking about talents while a little bit of siege here and there happens. Bottom lane took a bit of damage on the side of Team Sven. Top lane took a bit of damage on the side of Team Holpaka as this Alarak rotates up. Samuro pops mirror images. There's going to be a dive onto Thrall, slowed by the Keg Smash. Alarak to see if a telekinesis or a Discord Strike. There's Haunting Wave from Holpaka. They want to take down Thrall, and they will be able to find that with Chen. Panda Pal of Alarak. I love the idea of Chen and Alarak having a conversation, sorry. While the top lane is being worked on and Samuro pops mirror images to back away, Thrall rotating up to top. This is going to be bottom lane camp grabbed. Team Sven working on this here. Another toss. Dwarf toss in from Muradin. The body blocks into this Garrosh are great, but Alarak rotates in, targets one of the Impalers, and gets his level 1 completed. Back to 100 base sadism. Oftentimes, though, with this build, it's usually the negatively charged at level 4, as we're seeing that immediately. And then it's typically applied force level 7 with the permanent 10 sadism. But getting this level 1 done already is massive. I mean, you get all the rewards. So you get the Lightning Surge range increased by 20%, the Lightning Surge center slows by 40% now, and the 10% sadism's back. Now we're building up negatively charged, which increases the Lightning Surge damage bonus to enemies between Alarak and his victim by 175%. Each hero's hit by the center's Lightning Surge permanently increases the damage bonus by 5%. Nice. I won the all-in yesterday while I was sleeping. That was a massive gamble. That was over 1 million gamble in the channel. One of the biggest we've ever had. Samuro's going to do Samuro thing. Oh, no, that's just a mirror image. Never mind. Samuro's going to do Samuro things in bottom lane. Looks like he will push things up. Chen Sylvanas going to try and do the same in top. Possession to steal a couple minions. Thrall doing his best to dissuade the siege, but this is going to be Black Arrow amplifying. Fight seems to break out over here as Zavala picks up her 5th stack on Hungering Arrow, or Puncturing Arrow. Does have the repeating at level 4. Oh shit, is there an all-in from Kaimo? Anyone want to match that? Any matchers in chat? Where's Desert or Ninja? Toss into Groundbreaker. Might be a little late on the all-in there. It's Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. Possession on the wave to bolster again. I do like Sven using a Cerberus mount on a hero that splits into 3 images or whatever. That actually, I don't know if that... Anyway, that's smart. Uther will go down on the left side of our screen. This is going to be Garrosh looking to back away. A multi-shot coming out from the Vala. Sven will fall on the right as well to the Sylvanas. Azerite getting chased in. Garrosh throws Muradin in for the damage, I think. Wait, hold on, we gotta check this. Oh my god, Wrecking Ball got the kill. There's something absolutely comical to me about a Muradin, or a Garrosh throwing an ally to kill another ally. Or I guess enemy. Sven gonna pop Mirror Image. Gets a few autos here and there, swaps, backs away, 35 stacks on that level 1. Did go Mirage level 4, has the Burning Blade level 7. 5 kills already, though, for Team Hopaka, and it's looking really good at the beginning of this map. Number 3, Emerald from Decker Kane. That's a 75% healing debuff for 4 whole seconds. And Azerite does go down. Trying to find any sort of counterplay into this or any sort of kills. The first objective phase. Oh my god, dude. 806. Dude, it was so close for at least Team Sven to get the Constellation Immortal, but now they're going to lose their Muradin as well. I don't see a world where Uki gets out of this alive. Alarak literally targeted the sidewall. He does go into the negatively char, or the applied force, sorry. So he's at 102 sadism still. Okay. Well then. Wait, how is he at 105? Wait, what? Hold on, I'm confused. Math is hard. Oh, right, okay, never mind. Don't look at me, chat. Telekinesis into the Immortal Stun. My brain was not doing math correct. What's new? Garrosh is going to take the aggressive rotation. Soro's going to be popping his Windwalk. They clear out the mirror images that he would be swapping over to. Toss from Deckard Cain. Healing debuff. Scrollless ceiling. Chen will get the freshest ingredients. And they will be able to take down the real Samuro. Wandering Keg from Chen. Level 10 already here on the right side with the Decimate. Wandering Keg, stay well and listen. Counter-Strike and Wailing Arrows. We do have another Scroll Ceiling coming down from this Deckard Cain. There's also going to be a Wailing Arrow. That'll be Chen. Chen taking down Vala. Samuro picked off by Alarak. Sylvanas gets Uther somewhere. Exclamation, exclamation, There we go. I forgot about the minus, like, I just didn't do math good there. What's surprising? 11-0 in kills. And things are looking really good here in map number 3 of this best of 5 series for Team Hopaka. It is a lower bracket semifinal, by the way. Loser of the series takes 4th place. No money. That's it. End of their Heroes Captain's Clash run. Strafe for the Vala. We have Illusion Master for your Samuro. We also have Sundering, Divine Shield, and as much as I love the Uki Haymakers, I think this should be a Avatar game. Well, actually, you know what? Haymaker wouldn't be bad onto, like, Gara. Well, Indomitable. I can see utilization of Haymaker here, like onto Alarak and stuff. I just feel like Avatar might be more useful. Did go Sledgehammer level 4, by the way. So 1.25 second cooldown per auto attack on that Sledgehammer, or the Stormbolt, rather than 1 second. More Stormbolt action to be had. Spin from Garrosh. He does have Decimate, Heroic. Immortals trading imaginary damage. Groundbreaker is good onto one of the Samuro mirror images. That'll be Micro to get a couple autos in. Vala gets a quick wave in top. Garrosh with a couple autos on the Immortal gets hit with a Savage Spin. Groundbreaker goes out as well from Thrall. Vala fishes for another stack on Puncturing Arrow level 1, currently at 13. Decimate into Toss. Alarak is going to not get the Discord Strike. There will be the Avatar for Mucky. Decimate from Garrosh activation. Wailing Arrow, though, onto the Thrall in the bottom lane. The Chen flying kick in. The Wandering Keg is available. Stun from Uther. Wave of Light onto Thrall. They back away to what used to be the rubble of their bottom lane fort. The Wandering Keg. Will Uther self-cast Divine Shield? I think Banana holds it and dies. Meanwhile, though, they will get the kill into Death Knight. Just kidding. No, they won't. Just kidding. No, they won't. Samuro swaps. Dash. Oh, no, he's dead. Bye-bye. Hammer got bodied in map 1, dude. Hammer had a real map 1, real bad map 1. It is going to be your pure malice for the Alarak. Why? I'm sorry, Ultralisk. Ultralisk. It is 13-0, and we're going pure malice.
Change in strategy.
That's a talent choice for sure. Are they just anticipate, like, Ultralisk is like, there'll be a point when we start losing, and that's when Pure Malice will totally help me out. Even though we're getting multiple kills and Rite of Rakshir is technically, not technically, Rite of Rakshir is uncapped, why take that one? Multi-shot goes out. Chen drinks up a bit of brew and up to share level 13. That's going to be a Avatar again activated. Silver Touch from Uther is done. The Immortal Phase goes over to the side of Team Hopaka. They back away. We're going to jump in Hopaka comms. I want to hear from them.
Yeah, I mean, Samurai doesn't do anything in a team fight, so you can even be 4v5.
The demon
Would be
approaches
fun.
the gates of heaven.
They're showing safe top.
Samaro's here.
I don't think we're that afraid though. Maybe you should be afraid though.
I can
Big silence here.
this.
Let's try to buy.
This guy here?
Slow on the
Samurai.
troll.
Just
Deal
try
on all
it.
of them. Both of them.
On drink.
They get behind. This is on.
Silence is really one. Nice.
Good job.
Phasing.
Anything?
Can combo. Oh, the
I have disable.
Look at
I keep
first
it
there.
for keep.
That one.
I disable now.
Bonk again.
I'm talking.
What? I have 0 vision in the tower. Yeah. Okay, we go call.
You think so?
No, we look scary at them and then we run away.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, we're ready for one more.
So Alarak counter Samuro.
Yes?
No, I think Sven counters Samuro.
Yeah, that's all.
No.
All right, GG, well played. That'll be Team Hopaka finding victory here in map number 3. It's a best-of-5 series. We still got distance to go. We're 2 subs away from our goal. If you're feeling generous to push that in, thanks again for Get What right before this game started for the Tier 2 resubscription and the attempt on the jump scare. Pretty in character for Alarak to think his team will fail and do it all himself. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Can we talk about this Deckard healing? No, I'm not flaming Banana by any means, but a 37,000 difference on healing. Holy Jesus. That was a very one-sided map. Yeah, I heard that too, Moodier. I heard that too, and I had a small giggle to myself. Team Hopaka, they will come out victorious on Battlefield of Eternity. They are 1 map away from entering into the lower bracket final. Coming up next, or will Team Sven rally and take us to a map number 5? We're going to find out. We're going to run some ads. Subscribe to the stream, support the channel, help us hit the sub goal for Bandit Treaties, and help us get 469 nice subs. Pew pew! We're here in map number 4 of our first best of 5 of the day in the lower bracket semifinal of the Heroes Captains Clash EU tournament. Sven on the left-hand side down in this best of 5 series, looking to find victory on Sky Temple as their map choice. First pick will go over to the side of Team Hopaka. We have got your first pick, first ban on the right-hand side. And Team Hopaka just need to find victory on this map. Now, here's the question. Lucio, Maev, Chromie, and Medivh have been banned away in the last few maps. Is there any consideration to ban away the Sylvanas from Hopaka? Because that's been really good. I wouldn't say it's like the reason they're winning, but it's a high win factor for them, in my opinion. Team Hopaka can also play the draft game where they can try and, you know, force the enemy team to ban something that they possibly want to first pick. So, like, for example, like Team Hopaka, they could ban the Medivh here. Or they could ban, like, I'm trying to think. They could ban something that they don't really need. And then they can pick up what they actually want, and they force the enemy team to go into the actual ban phase, the ban of the character. I'm sorry. I'm trying to draft theorize, and I'm just hitting all the speed bumps today and talking. Like, for example, if they don't ban Chromie here, like, let's say they ban Uther, then the members of Team Sven will have to choose, okay, do we ban Uther? Do we ban Chromie? Do we ban Sylvanas? Do we ban the Medivh? Like, now it's really awkward for Team Sven. So now this should be a first pick Chromie in my opinion. If Chromie has been so heavily banned away, why not just take it out the gate immediately? Why not just take it? Twitch Gamble, boop boop. There you go. Because if you don't pick it here, Team Sven gets it in their 1-2 for sure. I think this should be Chromie Malfurion, realistically. Chromie Malfurion is such a good start. She's just so good on this map. There's so many good artillery angles. There's so much good sand to drop around the objective phasing. Control points, the second objective phase is always singular. So you get like a 5v, you in theory get a 5v5 down there.
I will fight to my last breath.
Or not. All right, they really want the Blaze. They're going to grab Rhaegar as well. And, okay. They want the Cleanse of Rhaegar. They want the Bunker of Blaze. They want the Jet Propulsion. My draft theory completely out the window. I feel like Team Hopaka gets everything. They're getting everything they want in this draft right now. They're going to get Dahaka. Medivh is available if they want to try that again. They made Brightwing. If Chromie sees three bans in a row and then doesn't see a single ban or pick during this draft, I'm going to laugh so hard. Chromie permaban and then not. I know, right? But it's driving me nuts. Like, why do you have such a high priority onto this ban if no one fucking cares? Oh my god. Abathur will be removed. That's actually a really nice ban, though. Abathur is difficult to deal with on this map. Mule is great to counteract some of this Temple Siege. Greybane's a good hat target and clone target. Dahaka's not bad either, honestly. More drag potential. Badoo, as we get into another ban phase, though, from the side of Team Hopaka. Medivh. If Chromie doesn't get picked here in the rest of the draft, I'm I don't know what to say, man. I mean, Blaze Rhaegar, so you have a Jet Propulsion, you've got Colossal Totem later on. Johanna's up and available. Uki can get the Johanna that they always like to play. Gonna be Muradin with Gul'dan instead. This is ridiculous. Gul'dan does give some good wave clear poke potential. Brightwing does have spell armor. Dahaka does have spell armor potential as well. I think it's the most channel points I've ever had. Time to throw them away, Kaimo. Time to just throw them all away. Main tank and something. Remember when I said Mal'Ganis gets played by Ply? Remember when I said Mal'Ganis gets played by Ply? There it is. Is like one of the only tank players in EU that consistently plays Mal'Ganis, I feel. I think there's maybe one other player as well. I'm blanking on their name, but they have had target bans against theirs. Last pick, Blaze, Rhaegar, Muradin, Gul'dan. They're not going to double mage with Chromie.
Let's fly.
This is the most tilting shit on Earth as a caster. This is the most tilting shit. All these bans onto Chromie. A great map for Chromie, too. Don't get me wrong. This is a very good map for Chromie. Nah. Not a single bit of priority. Not a single bit of priority. It's not like it's a bad map for her. There's no bad maps for Chromie. It's freaking Chromie, dude. Oh, there is currently massive odds on the Team Hopaka to take a 3-1. What's up, Darkshear? Good to see you, bud. What great games today. Man, I'm having such a blast. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And you know what the best part is? We still have a best of 5 after this, and then a best of 7 after that. Oh my god, it's great days of games. Great day of games.
I would prepare for your
All right, everybody, get your channel points in. You got 5 minutes left on the gamble as we are here into a Sky Temple, the map choice of Team Sven. And we'll see if they can take us into a map number 5 and get us full map duration of games today, or full duration of games today. I said the same thing twice. Sven, the captain, is going to be on your Blaze. It's supposed to be on your Gul'dan. Azerite on the Falstad. Uki is going to be back on the Murden for the 4th time in a row, I believe. And Banana is going to be your Rhaegar. Right side of the map, Team Hopaka. They are 1 map away from entering into the lower bracket final. Coming up next against Team Disciple. Hopaka on the Greymane. Dahaka will be played by High Wraith. Play on the Mal'Ganis. Ultralisk, Kerrigan, and Death Knight is going to be the Brightwing. All in on 841 points on Team Sven. Let's go. All in. Adrenaline Stimpack, Frequent Flyer, Dwarf Block, Muradin, Pursuit of Flame, Gul'dan, and Colossal Totem Rhaegar. As the drag is good, the Greymane lunges in, and Gul'dan will fall. It is going to be your Vampiric Aura from Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis heals for 30% of the physical damage dealt, and nearby ally heroes heal for 15% of the damage dealt. We also have your Viciousness Greymane, a Fury of the Swarm for Kerrigan, Enhanced Agility Dahaka, and Hypershift Brightwing. Also, Darkshear, if you're not using the BTTV web browser extension, you should. Everyone should be. There is a button within that will auto-collect channel points for you. So you can literally, like, I lurk in channels with the Twitch chat closed all the time, and I just turn on, like, theater mode, and I'm still getting channel points, so... In case anyone doesn't know about it, the PSA, BTTV extension's very good for your browser, and it's free. Invade onto the camp. Dahaka goes in with a brush shock, misses the drag onto one of the targets. Sven is going to be still staying on the point, as well as Mal'Ganis the Fellclaws to disengage on the right as the Jet Propulsion misses. High Wraith with the good little burrow, and we have Hopaka working on Siege Giants on the right. So traded camps. Objective phase number 1 will be up in a minute and a half. Stormbolt into Jet Propulsion is pretty good. Like to see Team Sven play aggressive. They did lose their Gul'dan early on, but, you know, early game kill doesn't yield a ton of experience. We're looking at 303 experience. I mean, mercenary camps are almost as much as a heroic kill. What is that, 23 less? Kerrigan going into Sharpened Blades, Magic Spit, little Lurker Strain. You've got your Blaze with his Bird Notice, or Incinerator Gauntlets. Frequent Flyer Falstad, it makes sense with his level 1. Or sorry, the Hammer Gains at level 4. Frequent Flyer was level 1 pickup. Reverberation for Uki here. And Gul'dan is the target of a heck load of damage. Does he throw back one Fell Flame to try and pick up stackage? Nope. I don't know if he had the mana for it realistically. Another kill into Gul'dan. Our objective phase is up and available, and it does look like this is a pretty promising first objective phase to the side of Team Hopaka. 31% to 69%. Nice. 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 Still time for the Twitch prediction, though. Falstad and bottom lane pushing things up a little bit on the front gate, getting a couple hammering hits and backing away safely. Dahaka tapping bushes to get movement speed buff. It was nerfed slightly, but honestly, still enhanced agility is the priority pick from the Dahaka players I've seen in this tournament and in Heroes Lounge, different divisions as well. It was nerfed by 1 second. It went from 5 to 4. Muradin and Mal'Ganis going to be exchanging blows here, which will neutralize this top objective. Looks like Rhaegar's got control of mid lane. Hopaka coming in. Shots onto the top lane fort. A couple fell flames into the wave as well. Volstad just soaking bottom lane as Dahaka will have connection from mid shots into mid fort. Right wing holding top lane. Looking really good for the start of Team Hopaka on map number 4. Can Team Sven be able to take us to a map 5? I mean, it would be really good if we start our first best of 5 of the day at max games. We will then be on trajectory for a full day. 17 games, chat. Could you imagine? That'd be amazing. It's everything we want. I will lose my I will happily lose my voice for 17 games. Volstad flies down to bottom lane. Kerrigan with an immediate round of CC into Azurite. This is going to be Murden trying to get the counter pressure onto Ultralisk. Ultralisk so very low. And that'll be first kill over to the side of Team Sven. Ucky looking for a few autos. Good body block onto High Race. Stormbolt misses. Barrel roll forward from Volstad. Good damage out from Gul'dan as well. No secondary kill, but the siege in bottom lane is pretty promising. And the big thing to mention is that the second objective phase is always in the bottom of the map. The first 2 objective phases are scripted on this map. First being top center, or top and center. Second being bottom, singular. And then after that, we get into the RNG of things. So weakening bottom lane could yield the entire fort being taken down. They could weaken mid and maybe get a double fort phase if they get the entire objective phase. As 10 talents here is coming through Sue. Kerrigan with a combo into Ucky. The cleanse is good from Rhaegar. Did go Purification level 7. Unfortunately, Murden does go down. Can they find the trade into Mal'Ganis? Mal'Ganis is low. Mal'Ganis is low. And will he be picked up? Blaze wants the kill. 26 HP. No. Blaze, the Twin Flames were not enough. Mal'Ganis hearts out with 69 HP. Oh, that's so unfortunate to not get the trade. Heroics are on the horizon. Let's cycle through those numbers. And Kerrigan is set up in the bush here. Volstad, Gul'dan make great clear together. Or do good clear. I'm trying. Volstad, Gul'dan, clear wave, good. Brightwing, Blink Heal, you got your Isolation, Ultralisk for Ultralisk. Cursed Bullet, Greyman as it was used in top lane into the Blaze. Mal'Ganis is not taking a level 10. We do have Bunker for Blaze, which will be summoned right here. Volstad, Gust, Murden holding Horrified Gul'dan and Ancestral Healing for the Rhaegar. As currently in mid lane, Volstad did not use Gust, and the enemy team is diving deep onto him. Blaze does go down in the top lane in the end. I mean, it's kind of expected. I was thinking maybe Volstad might get picked off. Bottom lane Siege Giants do find the fort. Actually, no, it was Banana on the point. My bad, I completely missed that. Banana gets a few shots, runs away. 1-4 in kills, but structurally, the lead is in favor of Team Sven. And that's actually the big thing on this map, at least in the early game, in my opinion, is getting the objective or getting the structural lead. Because then you get into points where you get double objective phases, and it's like, okay, we can maybe just trade, and sometimes you don't want to be the trading team because you're still just losing out. Dahaka leaves the bottom lane objective. Stormbolt will connect. Haymaker for Muradin. Essence activated. Good damage onto Dahaka. He burrows. The Stormbolt's good again. The Jet Propulsion will find purchase. And shots into mid lane fort. This should be mid lane fort going down. Greymane and Brightwing will try and get the consolation prize of top lane fort against the enemy. And oh, way. Rhaegar on the objective. Blaze. Volstad, Gul'dan on this boss. Kerrigan looks for a combo. Gul'dan does have Horrify. He's going to pop that immediately, trying to back away from the Ultralisk of Kerrigan. She ravages in. There's going to be a... No way! The Carrion Swarm is interrupted by a Stormbolt. Boss is getting close. There's going to be an Ancestral onto Blaze. Volstad Gust is available. He's got to find a good angle for this, but Azurite's so very low. They get the boss on the side of Team Sven. They lose their Blaze, but I think they're okay with that. Ucky has another Haymaker. Gets the Globe. Drag from Dahaka. Doesn't look like it connects. Good burrow right there to read the Stormbolt, and a better read from Ucky with the Dwarf Toss away. A little spray from Death Knight links to their Dahaka. Meanwhile, Kerrigan working on bottom lane boss. Next objective phase will be top and bottom of the map. And right now, macro-wise, things are looking good for Team Sven. They are down in kills, but they're rich in structures. High Wraith taps bushes. Stormbolt. Good read again from High Wraith. Murden will go get these. Just kidding. No, he's not. Night Rush from Mal'Ganis to back away. Right side camp being worked on. Left side finished up. Greymane helping out, clear out that boss in bottom lane. Looks like it's a little bit of damage on the keep front gate. Murden will not be able to invade the camp in time. Aki might be in a really bad spot. Ancestral won't even come through in time. Purge was used actually on the Kerrigan. There was a -40 healing onto her, but Rhaegar gets his Ghost Wolf. Dahaka does movement speed, but they don't chase in further. Drag went down onto Sven, but it didn't find purchase. And I think they just trade objectives here. Pursuit of Flame from Gul'dan is done. Did step up for a few Fell Flames into the enemy. Blaze already rotating down into bottom. 5 kill advantage. Top fort will go down, so shots from top objective will take down mid fort. Bottom fort should go down to that as well. Blaze working on Siege Giants over here. Dahaka in the bottom lane. Also, I gotta be careful that hammering showing. Greymane Dahaka will rotate onto this camp. Mal'Ganis on the left-hand side is getting pressured by Gul'dan, and the Falstead and Rhaegar. Oh, good gust onto Mal'Ganis, forces him all into the oh, the Haymaker. No, Brightwing. Falstead traded. Oh my god. Falstead gust good. Greymane curse bullet better. Yo, what's up, Quid? How you doing, bud? Happy Sunday to you, my friend. God, this game is so much fun. Let's listen to Team Hopaka comms right now, honestly.
I can come soon as well. I got 16 and then come. I'm running top. Out of vision.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Maybe
So we play
then.
I think we play
No, we don't fight. We don't fight. We don't fight.
What does this button do?
Maybe Falstad will Z on me, and we.
I see.
we have 16 they won't play aggro.
We can play aggro. Yeah.
Yeah, but they won't try.
Maybe here together. Yeah.
Checking.
I'm quite low. Can we reset? Can we just take the...
I got the...
We need that mid?
I got top dive.
Kermit now. We're showing top. We still one shot. Anyone?
I
Just
got one more top wave.
Just always be in some bush.
I blind lick.
Cabbage, I will take one more top wave. Yes. I will have to catch it eventually.
There's nothing to do on bottom.
They are 5 bottom.
Gul'dan is very far, I think.
I'm running at them.
Yeah, he is.
I have sleep on
More.
that.
We need to have Mal'Ganis.
I think that's... Oh.
No. No guess and no.
We fight.
Can we play?
Yeah. We need.
Go here.
We need go in.
I'm still not quite there yet. Yeah, Mara.
Rhaegar's
Out.
I think not only were the outs a signal for me to leave, but I also think the members of Team Hopaka are trying to back away as they do lose their Mal'Ganis immediately in this engagement. Team Sven trying to chase in Uki with the Dwarf Toss, looking for this Hawk on the left-hand side of our screen. He's going to tap bushes, trying to meander his way away, but that will be Team Sven finding the double kill in this engagement, and they're going to get objective phase, which will fire shots in the top lane keep, which is exposed. That might take down that structure. Really quickly, Quid, thank you so very much for the tier 1 for 23 months, nearly 2 years of support. Boss is up right now. That's why they're going to go be down in bottom lane. Thank you so very much, Quid. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Bahamuts. New phone, who dis? Oh, you got a new phone. Congratulations. Thank you so very much for the support. Really nice of you. Kerrigan fishing for a Primal Grasp and an Impale as well. Boss will be grabbed. Murden Dwarf tosses in deep with a Stormbolt as well. We got a Night Rush from Mal'Ganis to back away. There's going to be another combo from Kerrigan met by Gul'dan's Horrify. Gust from Falsa to push a few away. Dahaka brush stalking in as well to join the allies. Camp will be grabbed over to the side of Team Hopaka. Boss is still pushing bottom lane. Objective phase in top is still up. And Siege Giants on the left side will be grabbed. 5 to 8 in kills. Keep in mind, we're in the lower bracket semifinal. Loser of the series takes 4th place. Winner goes on to Team Disciple up next. And And the winner of that series goes into Team Dino as our final best of 7 of the day. Top shot, Sonda top keep. Still more than 50% of the objective available. Kerrigan will probably be seen in minion wave. We'll see what Blaze does. The allies are really close by as well. Blaze will stay on objective. Top keep might go down. That's going to be a nice polymorph. Curse bullet, isolation. Ancestral Healing will connect onto the Muradin here. Haymaker available. Gust is good. Blaze leaves the objective to join the allies, and technically he didn't need to. Oh, Kerrigan will finish out the objective, I do believe. They'll get the keep front gate. Boss is 3-minute 20. Volstead will go back and defend the incoming top lane wave. We do have a level 20 coming through on both sides, and we're just kind of waiting for that. A little bit faster on the side of Team Hopaka, but I don't think it's going to be crazy different. Bottom lane wave is crashing near the keep, but they won't be able to find any structure to take down. Uki's able to get the Dwarf Toss away. Gul'dan helps Volstead and Rhaegar clear things out in top lane, and 20s roll through, of course, on the side of Team Hopaka. Invisible Friends, Contagion, Psionic Shift. Carrion Swarm upgrade. Yep, it's going to be Seeker Swarm at level 20. And Gilnean Roulette again? My god, we like never see Gilnean Roulette. Apparently Hopaka likes their Gilnean Roulette. We saw this yesterday. Fun fact, Gilnean Roulette updates the cooldown of Curse Bullet on the tooltip at level 10, but not the percent base damage. Yeah, the tooltip still says 6 seconds, but the dealing 35% damage, even though Gilnean Roulette reduces it by 30. I just find that comical. Haunt for the Gul'dan is big. Rewind Muradin, Wind Tunnel Falstad, Farseer's Blessing, and Fortified Bunker. Kerrigan checks the bush, finds Azerite, able to get the barrel roll away. Here comes a Night Rush from Mal'Ganis onto 2 members in the bush. Muradin woken up by an auto attack of Hopaka, trying to keep that inner beast active. Another Curse Bullet goes out. 6-second cooldown, chat. Muradin will activate his rewind, just able to Dwarf Toss away. Seeker Swarm finds purchase onto Gul'dan, but that's cleansed away. Good Gust Wind Tunnel, horrified from Gul'dan to reduce armor, but the members of Team Sven don't step up to make anything happen off of that. I think that was smart. I don't think they had like really good Gust angle. Like maybe if the enemy team was caught in this little conclave here, then they can like step in and stuff. But yeah, I think this was safe. Back off, heal up, make sure no one's going to be taken down. Next objective phase is here, center and bottom of the map, as the Siege Giants on the left side will be stolen away.
My magic flows through the temple.
Twin Flames find Ultralisk, Curse Bullet. Going out into Rhaegar, I do believe. Kerrigan with a combo. Self-cast Ancestral. The Farseer's Blessing splashing around. Curse Bullet. The Fell Flames are pretty good. Rampant Hellfire. Stacking up for Cesperos. We do have Kerrigan pushing up the wave and also just trying to build up some assimilation shields. Falstad, Wind Tunnel up in 10 seconds. Verdant, Dwarf Toss in. Ultralisk is going to be the target. Does have Chrysalis level 13. Kerrigan looking for a combo. Big damage in. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze is pretty good here as well. The Fell Flames rocketing in. Verdant, Dwarf launches to safety. Snooze those ads. No ads for my lovely chat. Sven will hearth out for full. 3 kill difference. Wind Tunnel off cooldown. Haymaker as well. Double objective phase. Curse Bullet. Checks the bush. 30% of Uki's health bar. Mounts up and starts heading to the point. Bright Wings right here. Drag lands. Curse Bullet immediately. Polymorph as well. Jet Propulsion is good onto that Grey Mane. Ancestral down for 42 seconds. Wind Tunnel from Falstad. That is going to be Mal'Ganis split from his team, but the Seeker Swarm puts everyone to sleep. Night Rush tries to chase on the Sven. The Horrify is pretty good as well. There's going to be a phase shift from Brightwing onto this Mal'Ganis. The Haymaker pushes the Kerrigan to the side. The drag lands onto Uki. Now, what does Team Hopaka want to do? Do they want to just run at the core and win? Yeah, because I saw Dahaka backing off. Or are they just going to play double objective? Double objective gets, like, almost all the keeps. They also have boss... Oh, no. I didn't realize Gul'dan was still on the retreat path down. Yikes, dude. Oh, I think Team Hopaka might be punching their ticket to the lower bracket final coming up next. Well, consolation prize, mid lane, shots onto the most well-defended structure on the enemy side. Meanwhile, Maganus weakens the bottom lane as Boss is going to be maneuvering down here. Mid shots will be expired, or not expired, will be left. Hearth's coming out for full everything, as this might be the final defense of Team Sven's tournament run. Falstad, if he barrel rolls right here, he has a wind tunnel up against that wall, but I guess he's not going to want to go for that just yet. 11 seconds on Gul'dan. Boss is on core. Core defense tornadoes are out as well. Cleanse on to the Falstad. We are going to be looking at a Rhaegar lunging in. Jet Propulsion finds really good damage. There's going to be a Haymaker pushing Death Knight to safety. Horrified from Gul'dan. Falstad's the one to be going down. The Boss is on core. The Farseer's Blessing will get cast here. 54%, 45. I do believe the Boss is going to confirm this no matter what. And GG, well played. Team Hopaka move on to the lower bracket final. Coming up next against Team Disciple. GG, well played. We are one sub away from our sub goal, chat. We are one sub away. I would do it, but I'm not allowed to. I've already gifted a sub today. Be crazy. Thank you for the redemptions. Appreciate that. We'll get into that while we're waiting for the players to do their map picks and bans for the next best of 5. But either way, that is going to be the members of Team Hopaka finding victory in the 4th map of the first best of 5 of the day. We don't get the full series, but hey, it was more than just 3 maps, and I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead and pay out the people. Team Hopaka did win that, so Sky Temple over to the right side squad. Team Sven, unfortunately, will be taking 4th place, and that'll be their tournament run.